Hey, what is up, lovelies? It is Lynn the Gacha Goblin, and I do want to ask you guys a question. This is something that's been on my mind for a while now, and I want to know what your honest opinions are. So, I feel like this is probably one of the first times that we've gotten something like this on the Love and Deepspace official page, where they're telling us that there's a survey going around and that we should log in and complete the survey. And I'm like, okay, if you're gonna tell us to complete a survey, then aren't we supposed to see some changes in the game? Now, granted, okay, if they're gonna do a survey, I don't expect them to make any changes to the game right away. I feel like that would be incredibly difficult to do, and I feel like that is also very unrealistic. However, we got a survey right after Catch 22, and a lot of people wanted to, submit a whole list of things that could be changed in the game. There were even, lists that people made that you can copy and paste into your own survey. And even on my Discord, we have our own channel dedicated to game improvements and what we would want to see changed in the game as well. This is literally it, and it's pinned in this channel, the game improvements channel. So there are people who genuinely do care. There are people who want changes in the game, but why are you going to ask us to do surveys if we don't see any actual changes? There's no quality of life changes, there's no significant changes in the way that they're marketing themselves, and the quality of the cards are kind of okay. It's not the best okay. So for my personal opinion about KOD, phenomenal card. The battle system is where it lacks, which is unfortunate because that is probably the secondary most important thing about a myth memory pair. It's the lore and also the battle capabilities of that card. So that is, of course, where that falls short, but you would never expect it to fall short on that. In terms of the beach banner, as of this, this round, I already have shared my opinion about the beach banner, but there was definitely a different approach that they could have taken. Not necessarily a gooning approach, but really just something that was, I don't know, just better in terms of the outfits and the way that they've portrayed the characters. I mean, it's okay, but I feel like it's a very easily skippable banner if you really wanted to save your diamonds and whatnot. It just doesn't feel like there's enough on that banner to really spend on. That's my personal opinion. There wasn't really anything too special, and the fact that the entire event itself is very money hungry. There are not many things that are free to play, and also there are not many things that you can just grind. In this particular patch, there isn't really anything that incentivizes you to grind harder in the game. There's no double ups or anything like that in double core hunts or double all of these other things, and I guess maybe it's just timing. It just doesn't work out well because we recently just had that, but I don't know, it's just it feels a little empty, and I don't know how to say it. The quality of the cards themselves, the visuals, the different kinds of animations, they're really good. Okay, they're really good, don't get me wrong on that. It's just the whole event as a whole feels a little empty, and I don't know what feels empty about it. It just feels empty for some reason. And I don't know, I was really excited when we had the update and when KOD came out. That was a very exciting time, but I feel like right now it's just kind of a down period, and because it's a multi-banner, it's gonna last for 3 weeks. We're starting to head into our second week of that banner running right now, and it's just, I don't know, there's not much hype going around in the community right now. It's just not as exciting or as serious as when Catch 22 came out or when the wedding banner came out. I haven't really seen much, I don't know, excitement about everything. To be perfectly honest, I feel like everybody else is just talking about something else other than lads right now, and it is quite shocking. And this survey, to be honest, I don't even know if it's worth putting in our 2 cents, because who's to say that they're even listening to us? What changes were even added into the game since the last surveys? They've been putting out so many of these surveys too. Like, how are you even listening to any of them? There's like something that isn't connecting here in terms of like the company and how they're dealing with a lot of stuff. Because you had the Catch 22, then we had a survey for that, and then the next banner we had another survey after that, and it's just like survey after survey after survey, and we're just sending the same things over and over and over to the team, and yet we're still not seeing any changes. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like we're talking to a brick wall, and they're just sending out these surveys as a means of like, oh, we're totally listening to you, you know, we're totally listening to what you want and what you want to say and all of these things, but it just feels like it's not really going through. Like, the messages are not really connecting for some reason, and you can tell by all of the comments underneath the post. Like, people are not willing to spend their time in putting in their concerns in the survey, because we just feel like we're not being listened to, you know? We're just not being listened to, and I can't blame anybody for not wanting to fill out the survey, because it takes a long time. Those surveys take a long time. If you genuinely want the game to improve and you want to give like advice and stuff, and you're not copy pasting and you're really thinking about it, it takes a while. And it's not like the compensation is really something to die for either. It's an Empyrean wish that you can get from the wishing well, that you can get from the heart sand shop. It's not something like, oh my god, if I do the survey I'll get a pull kind of thing. It's not like that. Which, to be perfectly honest, they could have really changed this and given us at least like diamonds or something. I don't know why they had to be stingy and just give us an Empyrean wish. There is no incentive to do that. And I don't know, maybe, perhaps, okay, this is the conspiracy theory, okay? Everybody put on their tinfoil hats. Maybe the reason why they give the Empyrean wish is so that way people will be like, I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth the trouble of filling out the survey and just getting an Empyrean wish, so I'm not gonna do it. So that way they have less to sort out through. And it's like a de-incentivizer to fill out the survey, and yet they're still giving us the survey, so they'll be like, hey guys, we give you a survey here, we want to listen to all of your concerns, you know. And then you get a wish, the standard wish. Isn't it great? And then we're just looking at it like, to send in a survey or not to send in a survey, to waste my time and feel like and pretend that we're being listened to, but we're actually not, just for a standard wish. It doesn't connect, you know. If they really wanted people to be incentivized to do this, they would give us diamonds or they would give us a gold wish. I think that is probably the best thing that you could hope for if you're filling out a survey to improve the game. But I feel like this is just to like quell the discontent that the player base has right now with Infold, which truthfully is not working. It's not working. The player base is still pretty upset, especially with everything that's happening with KOD right now. So I don't know, guys. I feel, are the surveys worth doing? Are they worth doing? Are they worth doing, or are they not? I feel like eventually Infold is gonna handle this like they did with Infinity Nikki and be like, oh guys, you know, we made a specific inbox for you guys to tag and send in all of your concerns about love and Deepspace. Yeah, it's the round table of the Deep Spacers. So I don't know. It's a little wonky. It's a little weird. I feel like if they would really listen to our player concerns, it should have been done probably with the Catch-22 surveys that we sent in like months ago. I would expect to see something from that now, but the only thing that I've seen added is the sleep function, and that's literally it. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think down below. Let me know. Do you think filling out the survey is worth doing? Because right now, I don't know if it is. And I think that it is technically a good thing that people are still sending in their surveys. But I don't know. It's such a double-edged sword with this company. There is no right answer, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. Let me know how you feel about it down below. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do that. If you want to become a member, click that join button. I release the episodes. I release videos for members only, and then eventually non-members will be able to see it as well. And also go and join our Discord. I have a Discord server right now. It's called Lynn's Lovelies, and you can join it by clicking on the link in my bio. Alrighty, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you lovelies in the next video. Bye bye now.